Yeah, we're live now.
All right.
What's up, Manas? How are you doing, man?
Hey, hi, Saurabh.
Happy to s-
I'm good, man.
happy to see you,
Same,
and
same.
welcome to the School of
Yeah,
Grace podcast. So
yeah. Thank you so much.
we're talking about coffee, and what were you mentioning about the Israeli coffee?
Yeah, it's a nice mixture. Like the coffee comes with some dates. Are there? I have a couple of friends who every time they come home they get some. I mean that's like really tasty. I like that one. It's bitter, little bitter coffee, but
Isn't it called the Arabic coffee, not the Israeli coffee, or is it different? Two different things?
yeah, yeah. I mean it's Arabic coffee. No, no, not really. It's Arabic coffee only. But like I like one particular brand, like particular mixture. Then we in Shillong, Meghalaya also we these days we are growing very good coffee. Smoky Hills Mountain Tribe coffee. That's really good. Then I like Blue Tokai also. They are really good. I really enjoy. I usually crush myself at home. So
Do you have a grinder or what?
uh, I have a manual one, although that you put your dose like then like you make
Which one do you have? The
that
higher
one,
one?
not the.
HAIR, the higher coffee?
No, it's the grinder.
Yeah.
No, it's just a regular stainless steel grinder with the you can see it got a glass in it like just grind like,
Nice, man.
and you can change the grids also. So you get fine. You want fine or you want for press or you want for different purposes.
I like how all us bass players we are so involved in coffee because you know who made me taste Arabic coffee for the first time? Venki. So that's the first time I had coffee, that
Yeah.
Arabic coffee, and he's like, just stick around the house, and I'm going to keep boiling it. And then he also put some extra stuff in
Ah,
it, like he put long and all that,
okay.
and it was pretty interesting.
Ah,
So Manas, first of
yes, yes,
all,
yes. Thank you, good brother.
congratulations on the release of your album, and congratulations on the release of your
Thank you
single.
so much.
Not single, but the song that you recorded for Gulabo Sitabo. And would you like to share that
Yeah, two songs
experience?
I played there.
The Gulabo Sitabo
Yeah, of
experience,
course.
how it happened, who got in touch with you, and how you started recording it, and what was the process like?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's a Anuj Garg is a friend of mine who's a
Hmm.
composer. So we've been trying to do things from quite some time. I mean, like we were looking for something to do together, and he got this movie, couple of songs to make for the movie. So one fine day he called up, bro, come to Blast Studio, and like we'll take it from there. So then, yeah, man, yeah, I really like the composition immediately. It was not really dubbed and all. There like parts were not all clear, but I recorded bass for that first song, which one, Madari song.
Madari ka Bandar.
Yeah, and he really Madari Ka Bandar. Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, the song also I like. Then it was a little groovy and then I play a little bit of didgeridoo. Then they say like, well, why don't you do something on it also? I say like, it might not work, but yeah, we tried few things. So he kept an intro for that also.
Hmm.
Then we did another song, Budo, that I liked that one also because I've been following who sang the guy called Bobby
Uh huh.
Cash from
Hmm.
Himachal. So I like Bobby Cash's stuff. He's a kind of a country kind of
Bodo
space he's singing.
is a song in the same movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Acha, I didn't hear that, but I heard the other one.
yeah. That's you like that one
I'll
also.
check
It's
it out.
like you're like Larkhada, you're like almost dead, but you are like still like that those budos about
And,
like
and how long ago did you record? How long did it take for the thing to come out?
yeah. This we recorded I think around November December because this movie was supposed to be released also a little
Hmm.
early because this whole everything changed like world. It's a different world right now we are living. So yeah, I think November December we recorded the bass parts. Yeah. And yeah, 2 different days we do 2 different so for both the songs. Yeah.
Right.
And Anuj is very encouraging that way. And this is Ronnie's movie. Ronnie Lahari, he's also my good friend, old friend, Red Sun Films. And I did that. Our communication started when I did Pani Darang, that song from Vicky
Uh
Donor.
huh.
Apparently, I played bass for that song. I mean, that's where we come to know each other.
Very cool.
Then yeah, I mean, I've been following their movies. I like their stuff because they do little meaningful and it's like interesting movies they make. So, anyways, I like them. Thanks to them for bringing some good movies. Thanks to Ronnie
So,
and the whole team.
so in Bombay, what I've seen a lot is that there's this always this first call system, that there is one bass player who becomes the first call for
Yeah.
anybody. Like what you're mentioning right now is
Right.
that if there's a bass player they need, you happen to be the first call, and many other
Right.
projects. Is this something you experience a lot? Do you find yourself working with the same people again and again, same music producers, same bands?
Um, Sometime, I won't say every time, but if you develop a bonding from the first time you meet, it's not only about playing. Actually, what I feel all at this time of my life, working all these years here in the industry, the Bombay Bollywood industry, there's a great place. Yeah, it's about relationships also. How comfortable you are working with, how receptive you are, and how punctual, how on time you are, how quickly you can do it, how easily, how quickly you can bring ideas to the song. Session is here. My idea, I think, like we have to make the song better
Right.
than before.
Right.
Once you finish the song, so otherwise you're never gonna be called again. I mean, they are not harsh people. They will all say like, okay, you're good, man. We'll call you back. But your song, you're playing won't be there. It'll be scrapped. You'll be paid also. But later on you'll know like your parts are not there. I mean, it's a good gesture, good gratitude. Like they don't abuse artists, like make somebody play and scrap and not pay also.
Yeah.
These are good things in the industry, man.
Once I experienced.
And yeah,
Sorry, you were saying. Please finish.
Yeah. So these relationships are also quite important. The keeping the repertoire going. For me, it really worked for me, bro. All these years, And if I extend a little bit, I started to come to this city. It was like, I'm talking about you don't have smartphone those days. You had to go to internet to do your connections and all that,
Yeah, dial-up.
30 rupees per hour, those kind of days. So we used to do everything physically. We went to meet people. If you have a music video, that's like, wow, you have a music video. Wow, man. Otherwise, you carry with your tapes, man. Hey, man, I played this song there.
Yeah.
That's your profile. I mean,
Yeah.
that's your demo. Your audio tapes, audio cassettes, or CDs.
Huh.
So what we did, like, it was a lot of things together. Like I kept meeting people.
Right.
So some of them are still friends. We are still friends. We might not work also together, and we work also. A lot of them,
So when did you move to Bombay? What year was it? How long have you been in Bombay?
Yeah, I came in 2006 July time, and it was monsoon. It was raining.
Aha.
I remember. Yeah. So that was the journey. Actually, I had no idea about the city. One of my brother friend, he said like, bro, come. And I had two bass guitars by then.
Huh.
So one of them was some issue. So I wanted to meet someone, a technician also, who can sort it out for me.
Yeah.
So I had little money, and somebody asked me to join their pad. Six of us used to live in Yari Road.
And
The two,
join their pad, you're saying, or band, you're saying?
the pad,
just
to stay.
To stay with them. Okay.
Stay, yeah. So 6 of us used to stay. It was a 2 BHK, so 2 used to share, and all 5 of them, all 6 of them, we were all from different parts of style of work. None of us was a musician. Somebody was into editing. Someone was a script writer. Someone was a businessman.
Very nice.
So it was madness, man.
So this was
Really beautiful time.
2006 you moved. Did you have
Yeah.
some work here already, or did you look for work when you
No.
came?
I had no work. Actually, literally, I knew no one. Couple of my friends who are already here working or something like that, and guys from Assam who are already here, like Jatinda, Kalyan Borua, then they were already there.
Yeah.
But I had no, I didn't have no projects or something like that. I didn't come in that prospect, right? These days, a lot of musicians come in straight away to work
Right.
here.
Right.
My idea was not that, man. I mean, because scene was not like that.
Okay.
You were not sure about you and I. We were not so confident about whatever we were doing, because we were that double, whether they will like me or whether am I ready? Have I studied enough to go to that level, that stage? Before that, I used to play in Assam mostly, Northeast.
Yeah.
And I'm like really blessed to be part of a band called Soulmate.
Yeah.
Those
Yes.
days. So Rudy's like my second home still. and they Vinny and all they're playing now. They were like small kids. We used to
Yeah.
share. I used to share in their room, man. So yeah, that was my great time in Assam, playing for Soulmate. And Papan was coming up at the time, so we used to produce stuff together. Junaki Rati, the first album we were trying to write. So he used to stay in Delhi. So I used to go to Delhi for some time, come back. That was my life. And with Soulmate, I used to play in Delhi. Sometimes I used to come to Bombay also, play Gen Z,
Yeah.
Jazz by the
Uh-huh.
Way. All those places were there at the time. Those places were on.
So when you're saying you moved to Bombay 2006 without thinking of that I'm going to start playing with people, did you come with a mindset that I'm going to come here, learn, and then find work accordingly? What was your mindset exactly?
Yeah. See, I was looking for work because I had no work as the stats. Like, I was, yeah, that was in my mind also. But at the same time, I wanted to know the culture. I'm like that, I wanted to taste all the food and go to the places. So those things were also there. Was not the lone focus that I have to play, I have to work.
But what about the financial aspect of things then? Did you save up enough
Very low
to live here?
Very low. I had very little money at that time.
Okay.
Really low.
So you had little money, but
yeah.
you still were taking that risk of that you want to be here, you want to see the culture, and then decide whether to work here or not. That's how you.
Yeah, exactly. Still, I'll tell you now. Also, I take just 6 months target. My thing is like I just think about another 1 month, 2 months, 6 months time. Still, I'm still keeping everything open.
6 months time meaning like you work for 6 months?
Like, yeah, I'll see let's push another 6 months. Let's see where I stand in the world. I mean, in my life.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, still going on like that only.
Like as a bass player, as a musician, you're saying?
As a bass player, as a musician, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what is that like? Like you think about 6 months of what? 6 months of where you stand?
Staying in the city. Try to push another 6 months or 2 months, 3 months.
Oh.
Because I have gone through a lot of ups and downs in this whole. After playing for a lot of good artists also.
Yeah.
And going to Australia, come back, and suddenly you have no work for 2 months, 3 months.
Right.
I have gone through already all those experiences. I have gone through. So those days, like reading 900 pages books and all, like that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, I see a lot of books in the background.
Games.
And whenever I come to your house, I see a lot of books which we have never discussed, but we'll come to that. So you read a lot during that time when there's no work, basically.
Yeah. Still I read, but mostly when I'm traveling, I do audiobooks these days.
Okay.
They're really nice. You can relax. You don't have to stress your eyes.
Right. So you came here and you had little money in Bombay, 2006, and you were living with 6 people in Yari Road.
Yeah. Yes.
So tomorrow was very uncertain, very unsure. Didn't bring any anxiety. You didn't feel you need to hustle or you need to talk to people and find work. Were you doing that already? Like constantly calling people who are already established here? And who were the first people you got in touch with when you came here?
You're talking about those days?
Yes, I'm talking about 2006 when you moved here.
Yeah. Okay. No, not really. I knew very few people, like I told you before. So those days you had those dictionary. They used to get a catalog of artists' name, numbers, and all. There was a book coming up, directory, you can say.
But
so those things were there, but I knew no one personally. So
which directory? Really wait. So the directory that directory we had, was there a musicians directory that time?
No, they're mostly arrangers, programmers, music directors, singers.
So Bollywood was releasing something like that in 2006, where you could just get in touch. That's how people used to network. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
So what I did, I had a limited time, so I made a list of people to meet. Like for example, Carl Peters. I really like Carl Peters, sir. We are still good friends. Yeah. I still communicate with him. Then also I like it because by then Salim Sulaiman came up with the album called Bhumi.
Right.
It's like a folk, neo-folk, electro project, and I really enjoyed that. So that's what in my agenda. Like if I'm in Bombay, why not I try to meet those people just meet, not to work for, just to meet, So there I made a couple of lists like that, maybe 20, 30 people, and I started striking off.
Yeah.
while doing this only, I made some friendship, man. Somebody offered me, what do you do? I said, play. Hey, bro, there's a demo. Will you come and play? There's no money, but if you're bored, not doing anything, and the song is on 5 also, something like that. So I don't know from where I used to get that strength, because I was not expecting anything.
Huh.
So I used to go, as for just for me, it's all experiences.
Huh.
Some are good, some are really bad, but just I'm not personally attached with them because it's just experiences. Somebody kept me waiting for half an hour also outside the studio. I mean, not in a bad way. I'll come, he'll see you, and then after half an hour, somebody comes out and says, "No, sir, is abhi bhi bahut busy hai, he won't be able to meet you."
Okay.
Okay, all right, no problem.
But you would just
So
show up basically. You'll go to the studio, you'll stand there
Yeah.
and tell them that I'm here to say hi to you or
Not
something.
really. Studio, yeah, I went to Salim Suleiman studio and couple of places, yeah, of course. Then some musician friends also. I started making friends with musicians here, and one couple of arrangers. So they say, come. They're little money, but if you're not doing anything, why don't you do a little bit of work here? So I used to pick up those things,
Huh.
small projects, and a lot of demos I played, and I still play. Anybody, any newcomer says like I have a song to play, I'll ask first what you're gonna do with the thing.
Yeah.
Is it for a film, or is it for an album, or is it your own thing? If he says like it's my own thing, then I usually don't ask for money or something, in that way.
And
Because
which one was your first, like when you came to Bombay, you're visiting all these people, where did you find your
Yeah.
first financial support or a gig where you got paid first time?
yeah,
Which one was the first
yeah,
one?
that's
You remember?
it will be like I can see a couple of things. I think Jatin Sharma called me for a movie called Jindagi Rocks. That was one very early work for me.
Yeah.
So that was I played a couple of songs and background stuff also. That's his studio is in Andheri, Git Audiocraft.
Uh-huh.
That was one of my very early. Then there's another guy called Tosif Akhtar.
Uh-huh.
He was the programmer for Nadeem Shravan.
Right.
Very good guy. He sings ghazal and all. We are still like good friends, though we don't really work together. He used to call me home, and I went to his home, and like it's like stacks of keyboards and computers, Mac, and this, that. Man, wow, it's good. It's just being there was so much of fun, just checking him programming. He is so smart programmer.
Uh-huh.
How he creates a stupid, simple song becomes so interesting by evening. So I used to sit there and listen to him also, and sometimes I play also some recordings. That's how it. I used to attend things,
There's one issue that is pretty common now. Like it's become overwhelming for a lot of producers,
Yeah.
musicians to engage with people who are coming from other cities. How difficult was it for you? Like, did you straight away you were able to get to connect with these people in the work field, or
Yes.
did you connect with the
Yes.
lower rank first?
I'll definitely have to say this. This city is amazing. It's a lot of love, man. Nobody asked me actually exactly. Yeah, of course they asked where are you from, but that was not a criteria that I'm from Assam or my Hindi is not good or something. Those were not criteria. You can do the job, yeah, do it. Pick it up. You get paid. Finish. Bye. Thank you.
How did you show?
It was like
How did
that.
you show them your work? Because as you said that there were only cassettes and all that time. And did you have any video
Yeah.
recordings or something? Or
No,
was playing with
nothing.
Soulmate a good credibility factor for you? Mentioning that.
I think so, but again at that time Soulmate was also not so massive,
Huh.
and Soulmate is a blues music, so the people I was picking in the mainstream, they're mainstream people like Bollywood stuff, so that's not like a really strong criteria.
Right.
Yeah, but I will say many meetings with me happened like we just spoke, and like if Hariharan, it was like that, man.
Huh.
He called I went for a demo at LM Studio, the Tamangaska studio.
Huh.
Ashwin Srinivasan, flute player, he called me. We just come to know my very good friend Avilash Fukan. He's a guitarist. He was already playing in that track.
Yeah.
It was a demo.
Yeah.
Then he was looking for a bass player to do a little bit of bass on it. Then Avilash called me. Why don't you come? If you wanna come, nothing is involved, but it's just fun and time will go well. You'll learn something. I went there. we played, we become a little good friend. Then he suggested, why don't you, are you gonna stay in the city? And I said, like, I wanna see the scene. If I can manage some money, I'll stay. Because I was enjoying the pace of life, and I was really frustrated back home. Like, things were never happening on time. Somebody will call you for a recording at 11. The recordings will come at 2 p.m.
Ah,
Those guys. I was like, I don't know. Somehow I like to be on time still.
yeah.
And I used to be very frustrated about that. So I thought like that when I came to Bombay, I saw the people do things on time, man. Maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes, either udhar, but people are right on time. And then I figured like, okay, yeah, I won't mind staying here for some time because this is what I always looking for. So Ashwin told me about Hari Ji. I say, why don't you ping him? I mean, he's looking for a bass player. But remember, Carl Peters and all play. So you have to fill up some really giant's shoes. So check it out if you can. So I went to meet him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you frankly, but we never played actually.
Yeah.
He didn't ask me to play or something. We just, I don't know, that energy, or I think, I don't know what it is. I still haven't decoded.
Yeah.
Then he said, okay, come on board. Let's play.
So
that was there.
But the gig never happened, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it happened.
Gig happened?
No, gig happened. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we never.
Oh, you mean the energy, the connection happened, basically. That's what you're saying.
Something happened, yeah. And of course, my friends like Darshan, Doshi, Nishad, Abhichandani, so there's so many of them. They really supported me at the time. We become all good friends, man.
That's and this is just by meeting people. People led you to the next one, then the next one led you to the next one. Exactly. And that initial opening the first door was the challenging part. When you made a list, when you thought, I'm gonna figure out who all I want to meet. Man, this thing is really funny when you're saying that there was I mean, it's good that there was something that people can get in touch with people by using something, because internet is not big.
Yeah.
And I was lucky that I was in that YouTube thing, and by the time I started playing bass, because I started playing bass about 12 years ago. That's how long I've been playing. And 12 years ago I started, and 5 years into it I started doing more professional work. And by that time there was enough internet to kind of develop your profile and send people something which can be shared and taken from there. But man, this is something I always I'm fascinated by, that how things were more difficult earlier. There's so much difficulty earlier to make things happen. But then there was some organic aspect of it which I really also enjoy, that people who stuck together that time or have seen that time together, it's a different vibe completely. There's something else going on. So 2006 onwards, you were meeting all these people, you were spending time with them, and which was leading from one thing to the other. When was your first regular stable gig happening? Was it which artist was it?
I think I played quite at the time. There were less musicians, it was not like Phil. You are calling, once they know, they were called. It's so crazy. I played with, because I don't know, I kept it very open. I'm not a genre centric guy. I'm not special. I'm not specialized in any genre. I'm like jack of all trades kind of a thing. I can do a little bit of slap, little bit of pop, little bit of walk. Still going on like that. But so I used to play for different artists. Once I got into, I think Kunal Ganjawala was very big at the time.
Yeah.
And his bass player his bass player went to America to settle down, and somehow this guy Darshan, Nishad and all, they recommended me because we were already jamming and all. They could feel that this guy can pull pull the gig.
Yeah.
So to be frank, I played his first gig at Mauritius, and we never rehearsed. We got straight on a stage, man.
Very cool.
2 incidents happened in my life also. Another, Adnan Sami, I play regularly. 2010, his bass player passed away, unfortunately. Dwight Peterson. He was also my my brother from Northeast, crosswinds guy. There also Santanu Huldikar. Suddenly his call came from Yashra Studios. He said, "Hey, brother, how are you? I'm good. Hey bro, gonna play Adnan gig, like this guy, and I know the situation. Why would you like to do it?" Like, yeah, sure, why not? It will be my tribute to my brother also. He's like our big brother.
Yeah.
So that gig also I played in Trinidad, straight man, straight gig, no rehearsal, nothing, just couple of CDs, and you do homework, and of course the musicians, they help me. the
Yeah.
guitar player, the keyboard player. Of course, they helped me harmonically. And
Right.
this there, like the cuts and breaks. It was not polished, but I
Kind of the first initial well-paying gig with Adnan,
yeah,
or
Kunal and all are very very nice.
Could,
At that time, whatever the slab was, payment average slab, they were really good. Hariharan really supported me. I
okay.
toured all over US tour, Australia tour, a lot of places we played, and yeah, a lot of fun we did with him also. I mean, we are still, and he has his children are also a friend, like like kind of not contemporary, but like friends.
No, that's pretty cool, man. I mean,
Yeah,
why I'm asking you all this is because
yeah,
a lot of people are moving into Bombay at the moment,
that's true.
and
That's
when
true.
you tell your story, when you talk
Yeah.
about it, it's a lot of inspiration, and also kind of a method as to how to go about it.
Yes, yes.
So that's why
This
I'm
is a good method.
discussing all these things
Sure.
that, and I also want to ask you, what are your thoughts about
Yeah.
moving to Bombay now? Do you feel it's saturated? Do you think people can actually work from their own cities and develop a good profile over the internet and then be called, maybe flown down or something like that? What is your thought on that?
Yeah, I think work has saturated in a way, and you can do it from your home also these days. Now, like because of internet and the connectivity of airlines and things have become like 3 hours you can be in Bombay. I'm from Assam, but in 3 hours, if I plan, I can be by evening. I can be in Bombay.
Right.
It's not such a issue that I have to hang on to the city because we used to do train, man.
Yeah, man.
Then
How
my
long?
time
Three
there was
days, right?
there,
Three
three
days.
days, sometimes in 4 days. You start smelling like Indian Railway.
The smell of
And
that
not one time,
blanket.
2 times, so many times. At that time when I was here, my mom was not keeping well back
Uh-huh.
home. So I had to do a lot of coming, going, those things were there, man, big time. And the pantry guys used to know me. Oh, आप फिर से? अरे आपका तो होएगा है. आप तो सही हो आपका. So they used to give me good omelets and all. So much of
Wow.
fun. Sometimes little drinks also at night, like the smuggling quarter bottle for me. Hey, keep it, drink. But sleep early, okay? Switch off your light and all that. So this is like a great fun, man.
Acha,
If you take it as a fun, then it's fun. If you take it, oh, fuck, 3 hours, 3 days, I have to sit in this train, then it's I mean, when you are in traffic, better you enjoy the traffic, no? I think.
yeah, I mean that's the best way. So you develop this nice perspective towards life. That's what I'm hearing again and again. That you're saying that I
Yeah.
jump into things, then I decide what to do. Did you
Yeah.
always have this insight that I want to see everything positively? Because I know to a lot of people it's not okay to spend 3 days in a train. You're saying why not enjoy it? Why not enjoy traffic?
Actually, right now I exactly don't know, but I had no option.
Right.
I had that kind of money, so the only I could buy a 2 tire or a 3 tire, mostly 3 tire.
Yeah.
And the base is there also, okay? The base
Yeah.
is next to me. I'm sleeping
Sleeping
in the
next to
base for
you.
3 days. It's not easy. Sometimes it like you got cramps. Your backpack is there, like your pillow, because you're scared somebody will whack it. So
Yeah,
the
man.
backpack is those days. I'm sorry.
Sure. So did you have this like if I ask you now to go by train is going to
Yeah.
be too much to ask for, right?
Maybe I'll do sometime.
You'll do it sometimes.
Yeah. If I'm not in that, I don't have a timeline to meet, then I think I won't mind doing a train trip.
Pretty cool, man.
It's nice. Yeah. You meet so many people, different set of people, different kind of people.
And the thing with Joy Barua, that's how you say his
Yeah.
name, right? I'm saying it
Joy
right?
Barua. Correct.
And
Correct. Yeah.
how long have you been doing that? Rhythm Shaw is also there, right, in that project?
Right. Yeah.
And
Rhythm
Mon is
and
playing.
Mon also playing. Basically, Joy and me, we go like college days, man. I used to, studied in a college called B. Borua College,
Okay.
and Joy was in Commerce College. I was a science student in B. Borua. But we were contemporaries, so he used to live in hostel. So we used to hang out in hostel room and play songs, rock songs, this, that, Deep Purple, White Snake. So I know him from them. Like we are friends from there. Like Papan, I know him from like class 11, class 10, 12 that time. And we wrote that album, Looking Out of the Window.
Yeah.
Kind of almost a year we worked on that album. And we wanted to pitch things, wanted to go live. We did some also, but life is like that. Like everybody has their own issues, priorities. So sometimes it's also, whenever we get an opportunity to meet and play, we do.
But is he
Yeah.
regularly doing Bollywood gigs? Are you guys playing
No,
Bollywood
not
gigs together?
Joy is not like he doesn't take life like that. He is more. Yeah, he's if he gets that call from within that let's do some gigs, then he does. Because otherwise he likes to travel and do other things. He composes for movies also,
Yeah.
and he sings, and also he's quite a busy that way. He's sorted that way. But whenever we get a chance, we like to play it together, man. It's fun because it's very straight rock kind of music, and
Hmm.
that aspect is there.
Did you find it hard to adjust here in this city? Because, we were talking yesterday and you were saying that the pace of life is so different in Assam and the way we grew
Yeah,
up, things are different. Was it
yeah,
difficult to come here and start working, adjust with people, or?
yeah. A little bit of difficulties are there for sure because and we are from like slang, a very common slang. I think I already spoke one bad word this so far. So this is like this kind of words are like forbidden in back home. You cannot say like dada dada in Assam. You'll get bashed, man. We are from that kind of background,
Huh.
and here it's like just a little talk, simple part of your vocabulary. So those things used to give me little, sometimes used to shock me like, oh, okay, how should I react to this? Those kind of things. But otherwise, good. People are very cooperative, man. Here, everybody supports everyone. That's the beauty I really admire so far. Yet still, I'm enjoying that. And I'm talking about little free Bombay
Huh.
because there were no so many. You could. I used to spend. I play deeds like. Sometime I used to play till morning in the Barsova beach, man, sitting on the rock.
Didgeridoo?
We this we do or something, taking guitar out, and there is no nothing. It was very peaceful. Then after that Taj thing, everything become
Yeah,
little
man.
law and order become very different.
It's
Before that it was a very different trip.
Yeah, I mean, you could spend nights at the beach side and all that.
Yeah,
Of course, the
yeah,
cops
yeah.
were there early, like really long ago.
There, but they won't bother you.
Yeah, yeah,
They'll see you if you're doing something cool. Okay, no problems.
yeah,
Now you can't even go. It's like the locked. Those areas
yeah,
are
man.
locked these days, like beaches.
I
Yeah.
know.
So that way I enjoyed, man, and it was not so edgy. Also, city was now. It's very tough for me. Sometimes I feel just for example, if I go to a pawn shop, ask for something, somebody will just come in. "Hey, I mean, wait, man. No, nobody waits anymore. It was not like that. And I see this elbow thing in the last 4 5 years. Maybe it's become very aggressive, man. People have become like that growth. That wild instinct is like very strong.
Yeah, I mean, that distance thing is a little different here in Bombay, definitely.
Yeah,
Uh, the
definitely.
sense
Yeah,
of distance is different. Uh,
yeah.
so, do you feel like going back sometimes? You feel this city is getting a little too cluttered or messy for you, and you want to work from Guwahati? Do you get those thoughts that you're done here and you want to go back?
I feel like at times, yeah, of course, at times I feel like leaving the city
Hmm.
also, but I don't feel like going back. I don't want to think in that perspective.
Okay.
I don't want to go back. I want to just carry on, keep walking. Anyways, I never started here, so I obviously I don't want to end here. But right now, going back, I don't know, man. That's not. I'm so sure. I might go to another
Right.
place, maybe somewhere Goa, maybe Himachal, Kodaikanal. I don't explore more, more places because that's my home. It's always there. It won't go
Right.
anywhere. And every 2 3 months I go. I meet my friends. We hang out. I take care of my place because they're back home, no one. So yeah, it's good. I'm in touch with Assam very much, and I keep producing. I will keep working on SME songs and all that. Upcoming artists, I try to do as much as possible. If they look for me to do something for them, I always do it. I never say no.
I forgot this new pop song that you came up with about 10 months, about a year ago, I think. Uh, the name of the artist, you're there, Mon is playing guitars. Is that black and white video on YouTube? What's
Right,
the
right.
name of that singer?
Um, Summer, I think.
Some.
No, you're talking about that
Yeah,
trio
yeah, yeah.
unplugged kind of a
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, yeah. His name is Summer. He's a guy, a boy from Tejpur, another place in
Uh,
Assam. Nice young guy, man. And I like his way he writes his songwriting and passionate guy, working hard. He busks. He goes to Singapore and all. Like maybe probably the first extremist guy who has. I have managed to come to Bombay. This generation, they are trying to go out of Bombay, out of country to do something. So it's inspiring for me also at the same time.
Do you get calls and all that from people who are trying to move to Bombay to start a career in bass playing, guitar playing?
Yes,
You get that a
yes,
lot?
yes.
Are
I
you
do.
able to get them work, help them out, or what is that
I
experience
try
for
to.
you?
I try to. I have given also a little bit whatever. Usually, no, no, I don't know. Usually, they ask like guitar players also call me, Dada, let me know if something is there. But usually, don't I don't get those kind of inquiries to me, like I'm looking for a drummer or a bass player. Of course, I get inquiries for an artist. Manas, will you play this? I'm busy. Why don't you recommend
Yeah.
someone? That is there. So I swipe with. But the thing is, if I don't know that person's playing, I mean, for the first time I'm meeting someone, I just can't really, to be honest, I can't recommend him because I don't even know how he plays, what is his tone, will he be able to do his harmonies? Because in Bombay, like, and nobody helps that way. You have to sort
Yeah, there's
yourself.
no time
They
to
expect
teach you
if
music.
you picked up the gig, you say that I have picked up this gig, then they expect you to be prepared.
Yeah.
You cannot go to a rehearsal jam room and say, "Oh, that song I haven't wrote." Okay, which key is that song? You can't do that.
Even if you
That's
don't know,
what
you
I have
don't say it.
realized. Yeah, that was for me. That was a little bit nightmare,
Oh,
Saurabh,
is it?
because I picked up bass. Like I know against childhood, I picked up few different things. I played the drums, little bit mandolin, these, whatever was available. I was trying. Then I figured like nobody really cares about the bass. It's always lying, and our bass player is always busy buying clothes. So I thought he will. Can you believe he will put someone on standby to practice with us?
Oh,
So he will practice with you. I'm going to buy some
very
clothes
cool.
and the gig I'm gonna play.
Wow.
Can you believe this is so hilarious? So then I picked up the bass. So but I cracked it also 2-3 months time. Suddenly I got the insight of like simple things like, oh, okay, if I move there, this is like major distance, this is minor distance. Those kind of few nuisance I figured out
Okay.
myself. God's blessing. That I never consulted. I had no books. You'd never get a book those days for bass guitar.
And
No
how old
chance.
were you that time?
I was just college, 16,
16,
17,
17.
maybe 16, 17, and that age, man, when you want to do everything. I was very spoiled by then. I knew how to roll, smoke, and all those. I got really spoiled very early, bro. So half of my college time, I was just doing and I'm not encouraging anyone to do that. Don't do, please. But our time was like that. We could manage. Now you cannot. The world has become very, very different. You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot take it leisurely. Take your life so easy.
Yep.
No.
Definitely. I mean, there's so much to
Yeah.
do this. So many people doing so many things. So you gotta
Yeah.
stay in shape basically. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel that there
So
is this whole staying in shape as a musician, which is very critical,
yeah.
which includes
Yeah.
maybe practicing, posting content, doing more
Yeah.
gigs,
Yeah.
things like that. I
Yeah.
mean, that I feel that
Yeah.
is kind of, you got to stay in shape like how people stay in shape by working out every day.
Yeah.
You got to stay in shape
Yes.
mentally for music, so that when you get your
Yes.
next gig, you're ready to go. You don't have struggles.
Yes.
And even
Yes.
if the
Yes.
industry is not asking for something challenging, you
Yeah.
have to be ready for the
Hmm.
challenge. This friend of mine from Delhi,
Yeah.
Sonic Shori, I was
Right.
used to like practice playing really fast in Sam, and I don't remember the conversation very clearly, but I remember that I asked him that, bro, why are you practicing playing so fast? What's up? Like,
Okay.
we're not gonna play this fast, so just relax.
Yes.
He's like, bro,
Hmm.
if tomorrow, if tomorrow Tanya Maria comes to India and she's looking for a bass player who can play fast, I'll
I'll be
be there.
there. I mean, I'll be.
So he's thinking
Yeah.
like that. He's staying in shape for that. He's not
Amazing.
staying in shape for his
Inspiring.
next Bollywood gig or the next thing that he's gonna. I mean, of course, it covers everything, but
Yeah.
his thought process is there that I want to be able to play everything, so that gig, that when it
Hmm.
comes, you don't have to sit and practice that song. You should be
Yeah.
ready to go, and that's something.
It's the overall development is most important. Like overall, you have to have all the aspects. You have to take care. You have to take care of all your aspects like health, playing, warm up, your theory. So that was my nightmare. I want to finish on my
Yes.
last thing. So I learned over bass. I can strum a little bit of chords now, but I'm not someone who from guitar to bass. I started on a bass, so my harmonic senses were not like that
Right.
sharp. not at all sharp. So I couldn't really hear the chords, the changes. It's a triad, I'll figure out. But if it's got an added chord, whether it's a minor 7 or major minor, those kind of things, I was very, very. It was nightmare for me, man. So every time I used to go for session, I was little insecure somewhere because, again, I was not prepared for
Right.
that. I haven't prepared myself to study harmony at the time. So every time I go for a recording, that is subconsciously, if I encounter a different kind of harmony, my mind could, is there a harmony chart there somewhere? He said, no, bro, it's not there. Then okay, play the song. And why you can do it, but the thing is, like, it's a studio. The clock is on. Money is being going. Money is burning every minute. So you cannot keep like whole day you then spend listening. Okay, it must be a C, or it's a A minor, or it's a C major. Those kind of things. So that was my nightmare. I mean, in a way, today I'm reveling. But I have worked for it.
Yeah.
I have realized, like, okay, I have to improve on this because nobody's gonna help me. Again, Kunal Ganjawala, I got a gig. Oh man, and good money. Wow. Then one CD will come to you, man. Audio CD. That's it. That's up to you. Now, how you prepare. I call up the keyboard, bro, do you have chord charts or something? He will say, yeah, I had, but I learned all the songs when I've been playing with him for some time. I don't need chords, so I don't know where they are. Oh, now what? And sometimes you cannot really hear your bass. And recording, especially our Indian music.
Sometimes it's wrong.
Most of them are not bass lines.
Sometimes it's wrong also.
Yeah, it's not wrong also, and those are not bass lines. They're like basically you're enhancing the chords, harmonies. Right. As a bass player, most of the time they expect you to do that.
That's true.
I don't hear bass line in Indian music so far. I think we haven't really explored bass yet. Like in our whole.
Well, I mean,
all great people.
That's Some places it's just fantastic. Like starting from Ilaiyaraaja and then Rahman and even whatever Adnan Sami composes or gets produced or whatever. There's some thick bass lines a lot of times. He is
the only artist I met that way. Like one of the only artists I know. Like reggae, his music is like reggae music. If you remove the drum from that groove, it will break. Or if you remove the dholak or the bass line out of it, it will break. But so basically, for us also now, sound check, Darshan, me, we go first. We lock ourselves, we make our sound comfortable. Then dholak player come, we lock ourselves. This is the main thing because his music, the grooves are made out of 2-3 elements. Then it becomes one sound. And we go. We don't do also now these days. We don't even do full on sound check. Like we just do those kind of sections with maybe one hard part, one soft part, sounding good. Everybody can hear each other. Cool. Let's go have a shower. Come back for the gig.
So you never studied.
But he's an interesting.
You never studied properly with any teacher that you spent time studying the concepts of music and bass playing and technique.
No, man. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I was always looking for, but I was too bass centric, I was thinking everything in a very bass way, bass way. And I had like very elderly guy, senior, good bass players from Assam, Rakesh Barua, Bulbul Das, they really helped me. At least I used to see them, like, suppose Carl Peters is coming to play in Assam. We used to be from Soundcheck. Yeah. From 11, I'll be there. Like, from 11, we'll observe everything, Soundcheck, how they stay, everything, Till the gig. You're tired by then.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's how we learn.
Me and Sheldon, we were talking about this a few podcasts ago, and he was mentioning, how he would go see. That time he was saying that Naresh was really active in the scene. Naresh was playing a lot, and Carl would play, and they'll just see the technique. And I was also telling him, man, like just looking at stuff. I've learned so many things looking at Sheldon play, just seeing his hands,
absolutely,
the way it's moving around and all that. So
absolutely,
very important part. I mean, we've forgotten. I remember there was this time I would go to IIT prelims again because you can't enter if you don't have a pass and all. And I didn't know if I could find a pass. So me and a bunch of our friends, there's actually Ripple Baru. I don't know if you know that guitar player. So he,
I think so.
Anshuman, who does sound now, me, we used to just go to IIT prelims and see all these bands come from around the country and do sound checks. And then of course, after that it's time for the gig and somebody will come with a danda and just send us all away that get
Chalo, niklo.
get out of here. We don't want to see your faces. Where are your passes? And we are clean. But whatever. I mean, the whole experience of seeing a processor and seeing how cables are working. What is this bass player doing? It's the greatest
Absolutely.
lesson. I mean, yes, you see all that on YouTube now, but I think that time when I was doing all this, YouTube wasn't working in India properly. We had the dial-up connection
Yes.
still, and I was still
Mm-hmm.
just sitting and trying to figure out where to learn, what to learn from. So
Right,
that's
right.
been an interesting part. So no formal training for
Absolutely.
you then. You
No,
picked stuff
no.
and you decided to go about
Yeah.
whatever
So
was
after
intuitive.
coming to Bombay, I realized all these aspects where I am lacking. If you want to sustain in this city as a musician, I have to work on these things. I figured out few
Hmm.
things. I'm still working on it. I got that element of fusion music came to me after coming to Bombay.
Right.
Um, Assam has great music, but we don't play that kind of Carnatic classical Konokolan and those things are not there.
Right.
So for me, Takadimi Taketa, everybody says, man, I don't understand what's going on here. It's interesting, sounds good, and it's very musically it's so interesting. But what is this? So I had to work on all these things. I'm still working. I'm not so good about those things because I think you should develop all those things from very young age.
Okay.
But I'm still working on those things, bro. There's
Manas,
no way out.
did you do a gig with Trilok Gurtu also at some point?
I played a couple of gigs with him, 2-3 gigs. Yes,
Acha, how
yes.
was that experience? How was
Man, this is like a floating experience, man. Trilok Gurtu's gig is like a floating. You are floating. I mean, he is superb guy. He'll cook for you. He loves. He give you shower a lot of love.
huh?
He's funny. He is
Huh?
storyteller. He's a very good cook. Huh?
Oh, is it?
But only yeah. While gigging, that is different. He's a different person. In music, he is very different. Otherwise, he is the easiest person to hang out with. But you want to talk about music and all, you better be prepared.
So did he?
Say I play bass, then you better be prepared. Otherwise, he's gonna take your
Did you have any struggles
sweat you
playing
out.
with him, learning any material?
Yeah, like he gave me to learn 7-8 songs, and because what happened, I mean, we are like groupies for. I'm still a groupie for Trilok Gurtu. Wherever he's playing, I go, man. I don't have to play. It's not important for me. I helped him. I still sometimes go and help him as a roadie, man, setting up his stuff. I'm not playing there. I'm just setting up things because like being with him is like so much of bliss, man.
Yeah.
And I remember one aspect. But I had my smoke, I had my drinks, everything was there, but I couldn't manage to reach my alcohol or smoke because the music itself is so demanding and whole experience, the whole experience is different. You get refined, man, with him. If you be with him for so long, you'll become a refined person.
That's interesting. I haven't.
And yeah, man. And he is not gets the proper treatment in this country, man. He travels on a Kalapila taxi. Trilok Gurtu, man. 14, 15 international albums, bro. From 80s, he's playing with everyone in this world, from Joe Zawinul to name anyone, Marcus Miller, everyone, man. John McLaughlin.
Yeah, it's way ahead.
But
way ahead.
because he's like that, he is a very, he's not diplomatic. He's not a very smooth talker. He's straightforward, to the heart to heart.
But that's what happens in
Kind of a
music
guy.
then, no? His personality is being
Yeah.
expressed so well because he's real in
Yes.
life. So that's what's happening in music. But I don't unfortunately know him in person. I haven't seen him live. I've heard his gigs. I have seen him on the internet and
See, every year he comes home, so we can go and meet him, man. If you wanna come over, but this year I don't know current situation. We spoke like I think he's not coming this year to India, but otherwise we can go now. These days, every year he comes, but he doesn't look for gigs and all. Mostly he goes to Kerala, do some Ayurveda, goes to Goa, chill out. He's like that. He doesn't come to India to look for gigs or like. If he gets 1-2 gig, he plays, but that is not his own focus.
yeah, I mean,
Wants to
he's been
go
playing
here,
for
there,
years,
no?
and of course there are other
He
experiences.
says, "Arey kanta lag gaya mujhe yaar ye sab." And he doesn't like the way things are functioning. His drum kit is not ready. His sound guy is not understanding. He is someone. I have seen his sound check. He's someone who will try to make you understand in all different levels. And you have to be on the board. You have to be really fast. Otherwise, that guy will cry. He can't handle him. give me that, give me that, give me that. अरे ये साउंड ऐसा इतना डीबी कर, वो कर, इसको कम कर दे, एक ऑक्टेव नीचे ले आ, ये दा. The sound guy goes, क्या चालू है? He's about to cry, like what's going on? He's demanding that way. And after some time, if he realizes this guy doesn't understand technically, then he will do. अरे ये तबला सही नहीं, it's sounding like this यार. I don't want this. I want this. He is that cooperative, and he said I'm frustrated हो जाता हूँ यार, 40 मिनट बजाने के लिए मुझे 2 घंटा. Like it doesn't work in Europe like that, Manas. It's different. I don't have to do anything there. I just go and play. Here I have to do everything, man. I get tired. He says like that, you know. So I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, I mean he's a great
He loved
genius,
it. Yeah, I like it.
genius guy.
Genius.
You
Big
was
time
you
genius.
were saying before we went live actually that you have been a rebel since the beginning, and that's where the dreads come from.
Maybe, man. Maybe that. No, rebel, like, even I have no cause to be rebel. I'm not, like, my parents, like, grew up me pretty well, like, that way. Like, I was not missing anything in life. They never stopped me from doing anything. So I won't be able to say I supposed to be rebel. I had no issue, but I always wanted to do something different. I don't, like, you know. And dreads came, of course, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Big time Bob Marley fan. I'm like, noticed the whole vibe is got a reggae vibe. Even the landscapes,
Yeah.
you can see, if you see a same kind of vibe, people are also that kind. And the political turmoil we went through when we were in college and school, like this operations, you know, a lot of insurgency in Northeast.
Right.
You know, all the Alpha and NSC and we saw a lot of those kind of things, bro. We have seen a lot of nightmares. We have seen people getting destroyed. This Bajrang operation, Rhino operation, army beating up people like nobody's business, killing in the name of terror. We have seen all those things. So Bob Marley's music is to give us a message in the same kind of situation. Though that was in 70s, this is in 90s or 2000, but same kind of vibe, you know. So for me, his music is still like prayer book for me.
Yeah.
Every song has a meaning. He emancipate yourself from mental slavery. One line, done, man. You don't have to say anything. One line, that's it. And Bob never went to school. I mean, I don't know from where he developed so much of refined English and songwriting.
Well, what I feel is that the whole honesty aspect plays a huge role in your musicianship, and the greatest of musicians are really honest. I mean, I've mostly seen them honest in life and in music. I personally haven't met people who were dishonest in life and were honest in music. Might be people might be
I
there,
think,
but I feel that
but yeah,
if you can be real as a person and be honest, of course it has its cost. Being honest has its cost. Everybody is not going to be
absolutely.
happy about what you're
No.
saying, a lot of things that you're doing, and you can't make everybody happy anyways. But you can keep yourself happy and share that around, of course. And I feel that all these greats, they had this aspect going on, that reality that comes, no, that for example, even if I think of Mike Tyson, right? There's this
Yeah.
whole fury, there's this whole thing, this rage.
Yes.
That's his honesty in life, and then of course
Absolutely.
in the fighting stage also.
Also.
And then whoever I met, I mean, even in our own Bombay circuit, if I think about people who I really love, like Sanjay Divecha is
Oh.
the person he is, his guitar sounds like that. It's like clean thought processes, thinking of stuff in a straightforward manner, expressing what he's thinking while he's talking, and of course that comes to his playing. And then there's Dhruv, he's got his own thing. Talk to Gino, then he's got his own thing. It's just complete personalities showing up. I feel when we think of people like Bob Marley, when we think of people who really touch us, they're just honest, man. I mean, BB King's one note is so honest. It's just, and then I mean, there's whole other side of it where you can play everything ever possible, but it might not be true to you, and it's not going to come across in the most real manner, and that's when you start sounding a little strange. So man, your album, the new album, Serpents of Pakhangba.
Serpents of Pakhangba.
That's how you say it, right?
Correct.
I said it right.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, smooth.
So who came up with the name, first of all, for that band?
Yeah. So little story. I mean, this we are brewing this album for almost 2 years now, man.
Okay.
The guitarist, he's the captain of that ship,
Huh.
like Sarpanch Pakanga. Bishal J Singh is like a brother, and he's from Northeast.
Uh-huh.
He's Manipuri, Assamese.
Ah.
He's got those elements. He's a fusion already. So we are like brothers, and we were many years now. We are trying to do a few things together. He will send me. He's a good drummer also. He will send drums and Dada play something,
Huh.
or I send something. Vishal, please make little drums for me, and all those things. And we can realize like we are on many way we are on the same page, same kind of taste we have for music, and yeah. So we were always thinking we'll do something. Then we ended up meeting Fidal. Then there's Madhura. There was a lot of good people come in our life. They go also. What to do? And we started writing. Dire dire we started writing actually. And once I think we have 2 songs. Like we used to jam. Basically, Fidel stays in Delhi, so he can't be all the time available. He stays here with me whenever or with Vishal. So we just don't waste time. With 2-3 days we just spend in studio, just playing, fooling around, eating this, there, like having fun. And we record everything. And when we listen back, Vishal especially, he's the main mastermind in the whole mind. That's his mind. Then we pick up bits and pieces from those jam sessions, and we try to make a kind of a song. And if it's in little shape, then he'll do guitar work, I'll do bass work. Again, I send it to Fidel. He records drums there. Again, he'll send back. Maybe then I'll take another bass take. Like, okay, drums are now like properly. It's like his accents are a little different. Let me dub the bass again. That way we started growing the album. And the name, Sarpanch, basically the Pakhangba is a mythological character, mythological god.
Yeah.
It's a Sarpan god. Yeah. And the idea is like entire album, if you listen, you all do listen for some time. It's all folklores, basically remote folklores, occult from Northeast, very, very remote. We are talking about Maite culture, which is like beyond many, many centuries back.
Right.
The stories we have picked up, those mantras picked up. So this is not 1 day's or 1 month's work.
Who was studying the Maite culture, like coming up with lyrics and all?
Vishal himself. Okay. Vishal, also me also. I have a deep interest in this folklore and folk tales and folk occult, those kind of things. I study symbols and all. I like all those things, So they were like pop up, like shall we call it Sarpanch? So I said call it Pakhangba. That. So there were the votings, and then Sarpanch. Somebody came up with the line Sarpanch of Pakhangba. Yeah, not bad, man. Let's lock in. Yeah, it's like
so that. Pakhangba
the whole album we are talking about
can take any shape, right? That's the mythological.
Can take any shape.
So Sarpanch of Pakhangba.
And this music is also like more avant-garde kind of style. Yeah. It's like free noise.
Yeah.
And it's like a punching bag music for me. It was started like that, bro. Because most of the gigs I play, I play for the artist.
Right.
I make their song my song. We both, you also do the same thing. Yeah, we all do that. Their music becomes ours. We study them and we play from our heart out.
Right.
But while doing this, you miss on playing your own things. Like I like to play with effects. But who will give me a gig to play effects? Come on, man. Nobody, right? I like to play didgeridoo, but who's gonna give me a gig, a didgeridoo gig? No, man. So a lot of that anxiety, frustration is also there. So this was initially a punching bag band for us. Like, what, we cannot play anywhere. Nobody asked us to play. Let us do this. Yeah. We wanted people to hate us with our music. I mean, we were that kind of rebel. Please hate us. After our first gig, most of the people kept, hey dude, what was this? That was sick, man. It was sick. So we're feeling good about it actually. But sick is not a good word, but sick, man. Sick music. Oh, bro, it's happening. Him is here, Mr. Him.
Hi, how are you doing, man?
Say, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
A lot of people, I think, will send love on the live
how
chat
are you
now.
doing?
Very good, very good.
Sure, get me a coffee now.
I got
Ask someone to fix me a coffee.
How old is your son now? How old is he?
He's gonna be 12, man. This November.
Yeah. Do you feel sometimes family responsibilities are like taking your time when you would like to practice?
It takes time. I have to thank my wife Anindita Kiku for this, because she supported home front so much, because most of the time he was baby, I was traveling then. I was traveling like mad
Yeah.
those days. Like long tours with all the Bollywood artists, Shreya Ghoshal, 1 month you are away. Sometimes he's unwell and all those things. And she's that way very strong. She really supported me in that way. Like she took away maximum amount of anxiety of all these kind of thing as much as possible.
Right. I mean, of course,
Like
a good partner. There's
that's
nothing
a
like it.
great thing for me. Yeah, like we are like more of a friend these days because of this. Great support I found. Otherwise, it would have been very frustrating, because I'm not home most of the time.
Yeah, man. And I see you engaged a lot in a lot of social welfare things, like you're helping a lot of dogs a lot of times, a lot of.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday when I was on the test call with you, Anandita came and they were talking about making tea for the community downstairs and all that, and that's when the milk comes and everything. So, you keep really busy. Do you feel good from inside doing these little things for people?
Yes, I think that's the main focus. Feeling good about it, and in a way, it's like the current situation. I can see a world where it won't be anything me or my. It's going our way. When I say it has to be, you have to. Otherwise, we won't be able to exist. We have to support each other. Then only we all can survive. Current the way the world is shaping up, because it's gonna be different. And what I see also, I spend like 1.5 months in front of news. I have wasted my. It's good to watch news. I'm not saying don't watch news, but I was doing too much, and I was getting freaking out. Okay, let's go to Al Jazeera. Okay, let's go BBC. Let's go Fox TV. What he's saying. I wanted to know more. What's going on? As if I'll know something more than what they wanna say. So then I realized, like, no, I can't wait till everything simmer down. Life will become the same. And again, I'll go back to my recording, go back to my gigs. I don't know. Sincerely, I don't see that's happening very soon. So that's the realization I'm getting. Like, you have to support each other, everyone. Then things can happen. Like this in India. Sorry, I'm talking little. It's imbalance when some might have 5 cars and you don't even have a cycle. Somebody has 15 flats and you don't even have a rent. You can't manage your rent also.
Yeah.
That kind of imbalance is in our society.
I mean,
so
it's everywhere.
It's not possible anymore. It's everywhere. But I think that's the positive side of this current situation. I think like we might get a world like that where more or less everyone has the same kind of vibe.
Yeah, I mean, the times have been so hard that it in the middle it came to a point. It doesn't matter if you have money or you don't have money.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter, because you have almost access to the same things, because everything is shut. But things are better now. I'm glad about it, and let's see,
it is
how things.
Very happy about
how
it.
things pan out in the days to come. So, which brings me to the point where I know you've started teaching. I saw a lot of your posts and all where you're mentioning that you're giving lessons. How's that going? Are you still on for that? Are you still teaching and taking more students on board?
Yes. Basically, see, from some time I've been teaching a little bit. But I never went public.
Right.
I still have a couple of old students there. Still we are in touch. And they are doing also very good. I'm so happy for them. I feel so proud. Like some of them are managing to play, do things. And so the teaching aspect was always there in me. But so from January onwards, anyways, this was on the pipeline. I was thinking about doing something because I've been traveling and doing now. I thought like little Shanti and let more musician pour in. I'll make space for some more people to come in. So that was there, but suddenly this whole thing happened and like my gears and stuff. So it was not like because of this situation I started teaching.
You're already teaching for a while.
I was already teaching, and I just went public. I just gave my number and email ID out like anybody who wants to, because I am feeling from inside like you need to do a little bit of transformation into your respective work, whatever we all are doing.
Right.
We have to do a little changeover.
You mean
so
improvement?
Keep moving. Our transformation approach, like.
Oh, transformation like on the musician side, you're saying?
musicians or anything, any profession. You can't just wait for things to simmer down and you go back to your own thing again. It will be a very tough choice. That will be a very tough choice.
Yeah, man, it's a long time before that
Yeah.
happens, I think. But then again, it's so much of benefit to so many people that you get access to the greatest of life coaches to musicians, and
Yeah.
like I was telling Gino last time, how amazing
Right.
it is that Billy Sheehan has time to talk, Victorian has time to talk.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise, these guys don't
Yeah,
have
man.
time, and Mohini is getting them on their
Time.
show, on her show,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
just been fantastic listening to all these guys talk.
Yeah.
So I was mentioning that to him. It's a good time, but if somebody wants to get in touch with you, they can just email you, right? And or message you
Email.
on
Yeah.
Facebook, something like that. That's possible,
Perfect. Yeah. That will be really
and
nice.
they
Yeah.
can take it.
Yeah.
S-
That's
I
that's the idea right now.
That's cool, man. So Pratik is watching this. Pratik, our neighbor,
Okay.
good old
Hi,
neighbor,
Pratik.
and he is asking a question. Manas, have a question I always wanted to ask. Since you've been part of Papoon's band, did you play on Papoon songs in his first indie pop album, The Story So Far? Did you play that album or what?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
And
Papa and me, we are like, I have recorded a lot of stuff for him, and we are very good friends. And like the same kind of taste we have for music. So yeah, most of the songs I record for him, man, he is very kind to
so Kirti,
allow me to play
Kirti,
some
our
songs.
yeah, also has said
Yeah.
a few things here. Not didn't ask a question, but it reminds me that you were roommates with Kirti for a long time.
Yeah, those six of
Acha,
us, I was
he's one
telling.
of them, huh?
He is one of the, and he is the one catalyst who forced me to. I am really grateful to him, brother.
Ha.
He was one guy who forced me to come to Bombay. Hey, come, kuch nahi hoga, come for a few days. No, bro, I was, different mindset. Like, no, man, what I'll do in Bombay? No, come, no. He was one of the guy who pushed me to come to. I'm really thankful to him. Like, because of him, I got exposed to this interesting world, man.
Pretty cool.
Amazing people.
Are there a lot of
Yeah.
schools like for Western music education in Guwahati right now?
Yeah, I keep seeing advertises and all, like keep seeing posts and all. Of course, there are some. Then before, for sure, there was nothing much at the time. Only individuals used to teach individuals, like not like school kind of a space.
Right.
Yeah. So it's growing there also. And Northeast Northeast has its neck for music. Anyways, every next guy can strum through 4 chords, man. They're like brilliant musicians, but some of them they like to stick to their land and come home and do few gigs, go back. Not there are very few who wants to come out. We were one of those early, some of us early to come out of that comfort zone. And it's fair actually. Somebody wants to pursue music like that. Why not, man? It's a great way actually. There are a lot of people do that in this world.
So in the future,
come to
if your son wants to pursue music or any art form, I think it's an easy ride for him now.
I hope so. It's so tough. This life, being musician's life is so tough, man. Every form, I'm sure everything is very tough.
What is the most difficult aspect or a part of being a musician is for you? What do you think is the tough part of it?
Tough part is being at it for throughout is very tough. Like you can really go out of focus. You have to choose many things. Like you cannot the choices you make. You can't really go for a match or you can't go for a movie. Those kind of things.
Okay.
You have a recording. You have to be available. Those you leave. You miss a lot. Like festivals. All the festivals are meant to be at home.
Right.
And most of the festivals we musicians are not home.
Hmm.
So those kind of things are.
You mean sacrifice?
tricky.
There's some amount of sacrifice.
Sacrifice
to it.
and money front also because there's no stability.
Okay.
In a way, it's not stable. At least as far as I can see. Sometimes it's a great month. Sometimes it's an odd month. So I don't know. I really want my son to go through all this grading. But of course, to become musician, it's great. Or artist painter, he paints very well, draws very well. I think he will go that way. So I'm gonna support him. But pursue music as a professional, I don't know, man. I'm not so sure yet. I
So
mean,
you personally faced. But did you ever look into investments of such kind that give you enough returns, or starting a parallel business while you're doing your sessions and everything?
I keep thinking about it,
Yeah.
but I haven't really reached any conclusion yet. Like, what can I do apart from playing music?
Right.
Yeah, of course, the bank, of course, are there. Again, everything comes within the music umbrella of music, like
Right.
serpents. Everything is in the music.
Man, I mean, I've been thinking, and I generally have this conversation of the unstable aspect of being a musician, and
Yeah.
uh, I've been planning to get a financial advisor on the podcast, and the good
You
thing,
must.
his name is Mukund, and he has been
Wow.
helping me out with finances for the last 2 years. The good
Right.
thing about him is that he was a musician, full-time musician, for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Then about
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, he decided to switch his profession to personal finance because that's what he loved. So he really, gave me a different picture and, a new perspective about how we understand money and how it actually works. And
Very
I
interesting.
think that's something
Mm-hmm.
that I would like to do on this podcast, and get him on
Please.
board to share his
Yeah.
knowledge and information of, because
Mm-hmm.
there is a way around all this. A lot of people do freelance work, but it's just that we never got exposed to that side. Like, my way of
Yes.
functioning is something I learned from my parents, which I understood that you
Mm-hmm.
got to get a good job. You got a good If you get a good job, you get a good house. Then you earn money and you spend it, and that's how the cycle keeps going. You earn more, you spend more, and it keeps on
Yeah.
circulating like that. But
Correct.
I didn't have any more knowledge about finances at that point of time. Not that I'm a financial
Mm.
guru right now, but still, there is this guy I would love to have on the podcast to share,
Do that.
because I do not personally feel that somebody should not do music professionally, because there's an aspect that there's instability. I feel that stability can be brought to it, because everything is
Yes.
unstable, man. I mean, a student of mine who was working for Lenovo, actually he should be listening right now. He just messaged that
Mhm.
during this pandemic that the job is gone now, and
Yeah.
it's there's instability there also. Like, so he did
Mm.
this broadcast message where he sent it to everybody. It reached me also, asking that if there's an application or
Correct.
a opening anywhere for the kind of job he
Yeah.
does,
Yeah.
somebody can get in touch with him and find him a place to be placed, essentially.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's instability anywhere, everywhere,
Yeah.
but that
No,
that
there
guy I really want to
instability
get on
is
board.
there in every form of life. But the thing is, like, we don't have even a database. Like, as a musician, how many musicians are in India? We don't know. How many doing what? We have nothing that kind of. There's nothing, like, no accumulation of information.
Like a platform where
So
everybody exists together, like the directory you found
exist
in 2006.
something like that. Yeah, man. Yes, absolutely. So we don't have a database. So if some government wants to help, also they don't even know who is what.
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is that there have been
And post retirement, post playing, once you are old, you don't want to play anymore. You can't play. You're physically unfit. Then what happens? I have seen a lot of musicians in Bombay only who has diminished. That was not all his years he has contributed and who died like that. I mean, why?
I mean,
Somebody personally helped him little bit. Oh, alag baat hai. It's a
yeah.
different thing.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, that this guy opened my eyes to retirement, for example. He said that you're not going to be able to play forever throughout your life,
Yes.
right? So,
Absolutely.
of course, there's a aspect of having a retirement fund, which I don't need right now or tomorrow. It's just going from my income, and it's building itself. So I really want these things, which, I mean, I didn't think about until 2-3 years ago. I thought I'll just be
Right.
playing, I'll be earning more,
Same, bro.
it's not even that I thought that I'll get to a place where my hands might not feel okay or whatever. Then, just letting me know how it all works, and then now I feel, in terms of finances, I feel that okay, whatever happens, there will be something there sitting there which will have its own, let's say, it will multiply itself because it's being invested on the side.
Yes.
So I've become very
Yeah.
careful about finances until after actually meeting that financial advisor, and it's been great. I will definitely
Interesting.
get him on board, As far as the platform thing is confirmed, where there's an accumulation of all musicians, well, I think whatever the government doesn't build, somebody has to build it personally. And there are things to come which I would definitely like to, be a part of in terms of especially creating things like this. Like, I have a wish of creating some sort of a trust where when hard times come for a musician,
Oh,
or
nice.
or if somebody
Yeah.
wants to go study abroad, there should be a scholarship fund available, like many people do, right? So if the government hasn't
Super.
created, I think somebody from us needs to create it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but
Absolutely.
I have these wishes.
Yeah.
I have these dreams that I want to definitely, accomplish in the time to come. And there's so much like,
Yeah.
for example, Tatas have done. For example, like there's so much
Yeah.
that
Mm.
the government did not do at a certain time of point of time in long ago in
Correct.
the
Yeah.
1900s, and they took a step ahead of the government. They were like, we will build all this, we'll make things happen like this. Like they made the whole Jamshedpur city when there were not
Absolutely.
enough products being imported. They were manufacturing everything in India. I mean, government can only do so much because it's such a
Yeah. Yeah.
difficult job.
No
It's
complaints.
such a
Yeah, it is.
and I don't even know if they know the musicians exist and how they function. I do not know if they exactly know.
Possibilities.
See,
Possible.
but I know, like there are other unions. There are unions for people who work for shoots and all that, and they are pretty strong. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree with you
Yes.
when you say that there is no aggregation, or there's no one place where all musicians can be gotten in touch with, or we can find
Yeah.
some rules together. Well, we'll have to innovate, I guess. Maybe you, maybe me,
Yeah.
or maybe somebody else who's listening to this podcast and
Yeah.
is getting a great business idea. And I wish them
Yes.
luck. I wish myself also
Yeah.
luck in that, something like this can be created in the time to come.
It is possible. Absolutely.
So one last thing, the Simon Hewitt thing
Sure.
that you have been doing for a while, is the project
Yeah.
still on? Is he still singing?
Yeah. Project was on. He's not on. He's off.
Oh man. Oh, when did this?
Yeah. It's more than a year now, man.
Is he the guy
It is
you were
so-
mentioning when I came to your place last?
Yeah.
Ah.
What happened? He went to Australia to renew his visa.
Oh, this is the guy you were saying
He
who's
did-
very fit and everything, and suddenly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then he took a 4-year visa. He called up because we was about to start another. We was supposed to start an album, recording album, trio, and songs are ready, everything ready. So he went to Goa to collect his horns. He has like 4-5 horns
Yeah.
and his stuff. Then he took a place in Khardanda.
Right.
So he was coming 2 days. 2 days later, he was supposed to come. We spoke also in a noon time. He was pretty high that noon. The next day, I come to know he died, man. He got a heart attack and he's gone.
Shit, man. I mean,
Yeah,
sad to hear.
crazy.
But then life is
Crazy.
full of surprises.
Yeah, that day I got a message from in Facebook, in Messenger from someone. He said like, I know. Do you know Simon? Like, yeah, I know Simon. Man, we were friends. Oh, really? Do you know? I know him from the Russian circus days. I'm like, what? You didn't know that? No, Simon used to be in circus.
Wow.
He used to be on the Russian circus. He was a clown, man.
Hmm.
Clowns.
Yeah, man. The boy is here.
Family
The clown
time.
is here. Family time.
So, Manas, if there was another thing that you would like to do apart from music in terms of work,
Yeah.
let's say you get a choice to do something else, what would that be for you?
I think I would like to do farming, trekking, traveling, farming.
Right. So, in terms of like developing monetary support, I'm asking that, of course, farming.
Monitor something.
So, if you
Yeah.
you had the right to decide that I want to do this venture or start this business, is there something in your mind that you wanted to do?
No, not really.
Not really.
Not really. Yeah, no, not really. Haven't thought about that aspect, like how to generate more money.
Huh.
Or like if I don't do music professionally, then what I do with it. Yeah, maybe I can. Kiku, maybe we'll like keep talking. Maybe we'll open up a restaurant or something like C-Max Brilliant Food.
Yeah, man.
The
I mean,
mountains somewhere.
you should definitely think about it because we happen to eat a lot of food from you guys, and
Absolutely,
it's just
thank you.
fantastic. And of course, she's a
Yeah.
great cook. You should really think about opening a specific kind of a delivery based or whatever. And if there's any
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
help, I can, I'm happy to help in any way I can.
I know.
Just it's a
Thank
great
you.
idea. I mean, sounds interesting that restaurant thing.
It is. Northeast cuisines, flavors from Northeast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys are so legit. Like that day we were having labra. That's what it's called.
Yes.
Oh man, it was
Yeah.
so good. And that dal chutney with bhoot jalokia. Oh my god, it
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah. Why I say farming also because we have a neck for farming. I cannot show you, but in our this flat only we have a lot of tubs and we grow a lot of things, man. Like we grow herbs. We have Karelas growing, and Karelas are hanging somewhere. Some oregano, rosemary,
Wow.
some palaks happening in. It's not. It's not about eating them. It's about seeing the creation. Like things are blooming.
Yeah.
That green ham thing. It's very powerful, man.
Hmm.
That gives us a lot of hope. It's not about like we want to eat all this spinach. No, man. It's not to eat, but to see things growing, and that keeping that touch with nature. That when if you get a chance to do in a big scale, you can do it.
It's fantastic
Then you
feeling.
don't make I don't know what to do. Yeah, bro. It's a brilliant.
I have like
Yeah,
3
seeing-
plants in my balcony because I can't take care of any more.
Yes.
But every morning I open the window and I see those 3. I'm happy, man. It just
Yeah.
makes you feel good.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So Manas, I think we'll
Yeah.
wrap this up and
All right,
thank you so
brother.
much.
It's a good one.
Very happy you came
Thank
on
you.
board to the podcast. And when the
Thank you.
lockdown lifts and all that, I think at some point we'll check out your bases and everything, and
Yeah.
make another video
Let's
about
do
that. That's in my mind when the things
Yeah.
get normal and everything.
Sure.
But very very nice talking to
Yes.
you,
Yes. Same here.
and we should meet very soon. I don't know when, but very soon.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
My
to
pleasure,
speak,
man.
A little bit of my heart
My
out.
pleasure. We'll keep meeting. We'll keep
And
talking.
I'm sorry if I have gone overboard somewhere.
No, it's
I don't
fine.
say anything personally.
We are just talking.
Guys.
Don't worry about
It's
it.
just peace. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up the call. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, all of you.
Bye, Manas. Take care, man.
Bye bye. You too. You too. Keep practicing, man.
Guys, thank you so much for coming to the School of Bass podcast. This was super fun for me, and I had a great time talking to Manas. I'll see you next Saturday at 12 o'clock.